Hi there, guys. We are now on page 4. We have a very similar instruction as page 3. Let's quickly read the instruction. It says, draw an isometric circle on the isometric squares numbered 2 and 5. Our previous page, number 3, they wanted us to draw an isometric circle in our isometric squares numbered 1 and 6. This time around, we're going to be doing it on 2 and 5. Let's quickly try and see or picture where our isometric circles will be drawn. There's our isometric square for number 2. This is our isometric square for number 5. And those will be the two isometric squares we'll be drawing isometric circles in. We do have overlapping squares. This is going to give us an interesting outcome. Right, let's focus on getting the correct intersection points to work with. All these lines can be quite confusing, but we know that there's a simple rule for us to follow. And we know that we're going to go from opposite center, or let's go from obtuse angle of this square to opposite center. This will be the opposite center of that line over there. We are obviously looking for a V. This will be it from the obtuse angle yet again to the opposite center. It's a nice horizontal line. Very easy to find. And we're also going to go find, that is obviously number 2's corner. So we're going to go from this obtuse angle to an opposite center, also a horizontal line. And the other line that we need is going to be this one over here. Right. You'll notice that we have an intersection point there, an intersection point over here. We're going to be using these two intersection points to draw our arcs. Go to my arc tool. I click on the one intersection point. And this is obviously going to test whether we know which points to use and how accurately we will use them. There we go. We've got the first 2 lines. Let's just draw them nice and final. There we go. Go back to our arc tool. We know that this is our obtuse angle, which is going to be a nice easy line, because we know that we're going to go from the obtuse angle to this side over here. That side is going to have to join this end over here. And if I find the obtuse angle over here, I will be able to draw my line from this point to that point over there. Let's just also make these 2 lines nice and dark. I'm going to make them final lines. Great, we've managed to draw our isometric circle for isometric square number 2. That's half of it done. Let's get on with number 5. Yet again, we're going to go to our obtuse angle. We're going to look for the line going from the obtuse angle to the opposite center. Obtuse angle to the opposite center. And then we need to obviously use the correct obtuse angle over here. So it would obviously be the overlapping obtuse angle to the opposite center. And obtuse angle, to the opposite center. There we go. We've got our 2 intersection points. Let's use the arc tool. Go to the intersection point. We're going to be drawing from the parameter over here. There we go. And let's focus nicely here. Where is our intersection point? There it is there. From this point over here, to that point over there. We could always test our theory. Let's darken these two lines. Go back to my arc tool, get the correct overlapping obtuse angle. We'll click over there. Just be sure where you'll be putting your compass point. Right. Now that we have our two isometric circles, yet again we're going to be joining these two freestanding isometric circles with two lines to shape the cylinder. We know that the longest line that could be drawn is from acute angle to acute angle, and isometric square number 2 and number 5. And we know where it touches the arc, that's where we're going to be drawing our lines from and to. And do the same on this side of here. From and to. We are not 100% finished, because quite obviously if we are going to be seeing our cylinder from this end, or if we are looking at the cylinder face over here, we obviously won't be able to see this, so we'll have to delete this line. And I'm going to use my trim tool. Oh, we have a problem over here. We didn't join that properly. Let me see if I can drag and drop that point onto the necessary line. We'll trim that. Computer should have picked that up. Okay, we have an inaccuracy over here. That inaccuracy could obviously be fixed a lot easier on the actual TD board. And then obviously they want us to include all center lines. We know that each one of these circles will have their own center lines, and then we'll have a center line that runs right through the middle of those two circles. Right, thank you. That was page 4 done. Thank you for joining me.